Namaste. My name is Pushpita Prasad. I live in California and I like to call myself a storyteller. I'm passionately interested in Hindu causes, specifically Hindu human rights and the position of women in the faith, which is also the topic of my talk today. So, I think it is well known, but maybe it helps to start at the beginning that Hinduism or Sanatan Dharma is the only mainstream faith on earth today which still has a passionate adoration and veneration for the divine feminine in all her many glorious forms. So there are many sampradayas and traditions in Hinduism, Vaishnav, Shaivism, and Shakta, which is the worship of Shakti. And Shakti, for those of you who don't know, it's the Sanskrit word for power. It's a very powerful thought when a culture attributes power, energy, strength, what are normally in the Western world seen as very masculine attributes, they carry a feminine understanding in the Sanatan Dharma phase. And I think that is what is very exemplary of how the whole feminine side of the world is viewed on in Hinduism. It's a very all encompassing faith, and Devi worship is history shows us is one of the oldest form of worship through recorded and pre-recorded history, and you can still find it in all its glory in India today and wherever Hindu communities live. There are millions of Devi shrines, big and small, from a tiny little altar in somebody's house to massive multi-storied complexes that span hundreds of acres of land and are, multi-million dollar complexes and everything in between. And the Devi is worshipped in many, many forms. She is worshipped as the giver of wealth and beauty and knowledge, but she's also the goddess of war, the goddess of strength. She is the Devi, is the one who comes to the rescue when all other things fail. So I think in that sense, it's parallel, I would like to say, as a woman. Many times women come into the rescue when all else has failed, and we all look up to our mother, and the mother figure is very powerful in Hinduism as well. So women are celebrated. So given when we look at the context of how we worship the divine feminine, it shows us how Hindu women feature in our in the Sanatani society. Women are celebrated as an embodiment of the divine feminine. They are seen as maternal, all-loving figures, but they're also seen as powerful figures, full of strength, and women who can achieve a lot. And if you look at Hindu history, you will find that Hindu women have consistently led their society, be it a philosopher, saint, writer, poet, singers, dancers, warriors, rulers. Every profession that exists has had women leaders. So it's not easy to pull together a list because a list implies that they're an exception, right? Like if you ask me to pull together a list of famous male warriors, that's like millions of books. So similarly, you can't pull together it's not easy to pull together a list of Hindu female leaders because there's so many of them. But one thing I really would like to remind everybody is the world's oldest recorded text today is the Rig Veda. And they are about 30 plus women rishis, rishikas, who are whose works live on in the Rig Veda. So it's very powerful. You're hearing the voice of a woman across God knows how many thousands of years. And also ancient scholars like Gargi, like Maitreyi, Sulabha, Vaidehi. These are names that have continued to inspire us through centuries. I grew up in Delhi. You can find colleges named for Maitreyi, for Gargi. And so these women continue to inspire us. And it's not just ancient history, right? The works of a medieval poetess like Mirabai are sung in millions of homes even today, and it's part of Bollywood. And I think we all know a Meera Bhajan or two. So I think that just is very inspirational to women of all and girls of all ages, because we are blessed by very powerful role models. And we are very used to men, women, children are used to seeing women as powerful leaders. So I think some of the discontent that happens in the Western world, where powerful women have to struggle with the right balance, do I get seen as the B word or do I become too soft? Hindu women have it figured out because Hindu society is used to seeing them in powerful maternal figures. In that context, I want to mention Navratri, which is coming up. It's 9 nights dedicated to the celebration of the divine feminine. And it's an amazing experience that everyone should go. There's probably one happening in your community. So I think when so looking at this, looking at all of this rich history and contemporary position of women is what is very important to remember when you are looking to understand Hindu society, Sanatani society, and how Hindu women may be interacting with you on a day-to-day basis. Thank you.